And welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. I'm Special K.
Prairie Dog.
Catfish.
And tonight we're going to try some Captain Morgan Apple Smash. It's part of their Cannonball series. So they have the Cannonball, they have the Loco Nut, which is delicious if you're into coconut. There's another one that I can't remember. You want to open that, Prairie Dog?
Sure thing.
This is green apple flavored. It's got a scratch and sniff bottle. It's very interesting. It's kind of gimmicky, but this is a 30% alcohol by volume or 60 proof. I can't talk today.
Well, the captain's never led me astray before, so I'm excited.
So it looks like, before I even pour it, looks like apple pucker.
Yeah.
So,
let's give it a smell.
it smells like apple. It smells like Jolly Ranchers.
Oh yeah, it's like a bright neon.
This is.
I'll drink anything that's that color.
Looks like a little bit of antifreeze.
Yeah.
It's almost antifreeze. It's a little too green for antifreeze.
Would be the first.
Very green.
So it's Jolly Rancher green. It's about the color of green Jolly Rancher, and it smells identical to a green Jolly Rancher.
Doesn't smell anything like alcohol, really.
Identical to the green Jolly Rancher. That's all I'm getting in there. This is $15 for the bottle. 15 and some change after, it's 15 and some change and then tax, so it's really like $16 or something.
It's a little expensive.
Not really. I mean, well, considering, how much is pucker?
Probably too much.
I don't know. You can get the crupper for like $8, which is like generic pucker. So let's go ahead and taste it. That is not what I expected that to taste like.
No, it's not.
It's not as sour as I expected it to be, but I will say for something that's 30% alcohol, it goes down awfully smooth.
Mm-hmm. That's 30%?
Yeah.
Okay, that changes things.
Yeah. It's not as sweet as I expected it to be.
No, me neither. Yeah.
I was expecting super sweet and super sour.
Well, the way it smells very sweet. I mean, it smells like an apple Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine just eating one of those with maybe a little bit of sting to it, but no.
It tastes like you took some clear rum and then let a green Jolly Rancher dissolve in it, but didn't add any sugar to it. That's kind of about the sweetness.
Might have been what they did.
It's definitely not as sweet as I expected it to be. It's not as sugary, which is a good thing. If it's too sugary, it tends to be hard to drink, and it's advertised as a shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it is advertising itself as a shot, not a mixed beverage. And like I said, for 30%, it's not.
I can work with that. Definitely.
So let's go ahead and give this a rating straight. Straight, I'm going to rate this. There's nothing bad in the flavor. It's not what I was expecting, but it's still pretty decent. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's a 7. It's good. It's not great. It's good. Would I recommend it over a pucker or something? I don't know. I think pucker's too sweet, but I think this needs a tiny bit more sweetness.
Yeah.
So buy both of them and mix them together. So that's
That's the perfect mix right
there. Yeah. That's my recommendation. What's your rating?
I'm gonna rate it a 6. I enjoy it. I like it. However, past maybe your first shot of it or your first big taste of it, the flavor to me seems like it would get old very quickly. So it's not something you're gonna want it's not something you're gonna want a tumbler glass of to sip on for a night. You're gonna get very tired of the candy smell. Although it doesn't have much of a candy taste, it still has.
It tastes like fake apple for sure, but it's not. The sweetness isn't there. It's weird.
Right.
It's hard to explain.
But you still have that aftertaste in it that you would have after eating candy.
Yeah, and it's not so over. It's not so over artificial that it tastes perfumey, which is what I was worried about. It definitely still it really does taste like the Jolly Rancher. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. And my reasoning being is almost purely the fact that it's 30% alcohol. I mean, I get what you're saying. I certainly wouldn't want to sip on some of this all night, by all means. And the flavor really does leave a little bit to be desired. But for a 30% alcohol,
it goes down easy.
Yeah, and they market it for shots. And let me tell you, shots of this are going to be easy.
If you want a smooth shot, you're barely gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Barely gonna feel it going down.
And that's the point. And that's why I give it a 7.5. It does
should be
leave a
called
little bit
apple
to be
smashed
desired.
because you're gonna be smashed after about 3 or 4 shots. So,
Yeah.
You want to grab us that ginger ale?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and mix this as we always do on the show. The reason we do that is because generally on alcohol, some people mix, some people drink it straight. While I would definitely prefer to drink it straight, we are gonna mix it for the people at home. So I'm gonna do. This is 30%. I'm gonna do half and half. You can do whatever you want.
Not really. It's like Surge.
It does. And we're mixing with ginger ale because I think ginger ale mixes really good with green apple things. So
definitely really showing. Definitely looking like Predator blood now.
yeah. All right, so color is lightened up a little bit. It's got some carbonation, which is not normal for me generally mix booze with soda. So let's take our tastes. That's nice.
That's really nice. That adds the flavor that we were missing out of just the alcohol.
It adds a little bit of ginger. It adds a little sweetness. That is a delicious mixed drink.
That is really good.
I think honestly, this would be great is if you're making shots of this, like take a double shot and then add like a fourth of that shot with just ginger ale. I think that would put it over the top. So yeah, for sure.
At this point, it's 30% alcohol, but at this point, you really can't even taste that. There's hardly any burn.
Well,
There's
it's
really
half,
no
so now
alcohol.
it's at 15%. Or
Right.
so. Yeah, but still.
That's pretty nice.
But
better
still,
than a
though, it's
Loco.
Really,
Yeah.
Anything better than a Loco.
What would you rate it, Mix?
I'm gonna go ahead and hold it to 7.5. It kind of loses the alcohol factor, but it does make up a lot of things that was lacking before in the shot form. You definitely get the flavors you were missing from the ginger ale, so I would definitely recommend this.
Yeah, like I said, just add a tiny bit to like a double shot and you're golden, for sure. I'm going to give this 7.5. I'm going to give it slightly above what I gave it initially. I think it makes it slightly better than it is, but again, this is made for shots, so it's not necessarily made for mixing, but you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do you. You do you. All right, you do you, guys. You do you. What do you
You gotta
think?
do me.
I mean, I'm gonna bring up a whole point after the ginger ale mix from a 6 to a 7. This became a mixed drink that I really enjoy. That could potentially be used as a slightly larger drink or a really good addition to a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's definitely better.
Now, would you guys recommend Apple Smash?
Absolutely.
I'd recommend it.
I would recommend it too. Also recommend the Loco Nut. Don't recommend the black Cannonball one. That one, I don't even know if I still have that, but that one was particularly good. All right, well, that's been our episode. If there's something you'd like to see on the channel, you can leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and check out our other channel at Heavy Metal Bake Sale. I'll leave a description down below. I'm Special K.
I'm Prairie Dog.
And I'm Catfish.
Thanks for watching.